I have another assignment for you, Knight. Virgil. As long as that abomination lives, he's a threat to the Brotherhood. The time has come to deal with him.
Virgil is no longer a super mutant. His cure worked. He's no threat to us.
What? That thing actually found a cure? He can't be trusted. But as a human, he's trapped in the glowing sea. Maybe he can still be an asset to us. All right, we'll continue to monitor him. For now. For your service, allow me to offer you a new helm for your power armor. Wear it with pride. You've earned my respect, Knight. Not many can say that. Carry on. Ad Victoriam.
Is there anything you wish to tell me, Knight?
Not at all. I have nothing to hide.
I find that very hard to believe. Proctor Quinlan completed the decryption of the data you retrieved from the Institute. A portion of his findings included a list of synths that went missing or escaped from their underground facility. After careful analysis of the information, we've discovered something unprecedented. Paladin Dance is a perfect match for one of the synths on that list.
Is Quinlan absolutely certain?
Proctor Quinlan validated the information numerous times. I can assure you, his results are accurate. The data you brought back included a record of each subject's DNA. We keep the same information on file for all of our soldiers. Paladin Dance's DNA is a perfect match for a synth they called M797. To make matters worse, he's gone AWOL. Disappeared without a trace. His sudden absence simply reinforces our conclusion that M797 and Paladin Dance are one and the same. I'm finding it difficult to believe that he never confided in you, and then swore you to secrecy.
After everything I've done for the Brotherhood, you have some nerve accusing me of lying.
Your outburst leads me to believe I've misjudged you, which means I've decided to take you at your word. However, that doesn't absolve you of your duty. Dance is a synth. He represents everything we hate, a monstrosity of technology. Our mission in the Commonwealth is clear. The Institute and its creations need to be destroyed in order to preserve our future, which leaves me facing the most difficult order I've ever given. I'm ordering you to hunt down Dance and execute him.
I won't do it. Dance deserves a chance to explain himself.
You will do it. This is not up for judgment or debate. I'm giving you a direct order, Knight, and I expect you to follow it without question. Listen, I'm not blind to the fact that Dance was your mentor, and this isn't an easy burden to bear. But if we're to remain strong, we can't afford to make exceptions. Even when it means executing one of our own. Find Proctor Quinlan. He's been analyzing the data and should be able to provide you with a starting point. And Knight, there's a promotion for you riding on the results of these orders. So don't disappoint me. You're dismissed.
Oh, Knight. I was told you were coming. Sorry about this business with Dance.
What do you know about the situation?
While I was decrypting all of the data you acquired from within the Institute, I came across a list. It appears that the Institute keeps exemplary records where their synths are concerned, including logging those that were reported missing. As I was perusing this list, I came across an image of Dance under the heading M797. A quick DNA comparison with our own records told the rest of the tale. I'm certain this comes as quite a shock to you, Knight. I'm sorry.
He'll be missed.
Doubtful. I wouldn't miss a synth any sooner than I'd miss a transistor radio. I was merely sorry that you'd been duped. No matter. I've been poring over Dance's duty reports and, unfortunately, I haven't found any concrete information. As you're well aware, Dance had intimate knowledge of the Commonwealth, and I'm afraid he could be seeking refuge anywhere. I think our best approach would be to identify every location he's ever visited and eliminate them as possibilities one by one. You may want to get comfortable. This could take quite a bit of...
What the hell is this crap about Dance being a synth?
I assume your outburst was a reference to some doubt regarding Dance's identity. I can assure you that my findings are quite accurate, Scribe.
So he sets Dance up, and then you knock him down. Is that it?
How did you hear about it?
There are no secrets in the Brotherhood. Maxon's made it clear that we're to locate Paladin Dance, and if we find him, report his location to you. That can only mean you've been sent to hunt him down.
Orders are orders.
Orders are orders? That's all you have to say? I can't believe that after everything Paladin Dance did for you, you're just gonna turn your back on him like this. There's obviously been a mistake, and we need to get to the bottom of it.
Scribe Halen, you're addressing a senior officer, and you will show her the respect that she's due, or so help me, I'll have you brought up on charges. Now, unless you're here with information that can assist us, I suggest you return to the police station immediately.
Of course. My apologies, Proctor. I believe I have some information that's relevant to the search.
Very well then. Would you care to enlighten us? Or do we have to wait until you decide to grace us with your knowledge?
Knight, if you'd accompany me to the flight deck, I'd like to show you the information I've compiled firsthand. I've stored the data on my Vertibird gunship's computer.
This better not be a waste of my time.
Of course not, ma'am.
Proceed, Knight. I'll continue doing my research here.
If you'll follow me, ma'am.
Halen?
Do you actually plan on killing Paladin Dance?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, before you do, I need you to listen to what I have to say. I've known Paladin Dance ever since I was an initiate. He trained me, showed me the ropes, and when I screwed up, he taught me to dust myself off and move on. He's earned my admiration, my respect, and my friendship. I don't care what Quinlan's report says. I don't care if he's a machine or not. He's still Dance.
Get to the point.
I'm trying. This is difficult. Dance is the most selfless person I've ever met. I've watched him risk his own life based on nothing more than principle alone. That's why I'm asking you. Not just as a member of the Brotherhood, but as a human being. Give him a chance. Let him tell his side of the story. If you're not convinced by what he says, or somehow he's become truly lost to us, then you do what you have to do.
All right, I'll hear him out.
That's all that I ask. I'll just have to trust that when the time comes, you'll do the right thing. Before the Pribwin showed up, Dance had me identify a fallback point if we ever lost the police station. It was Listening Post Bravo, an old pre-war U.S. military outpost on the northern frontier of the Commonwealth. It's isolated, and we're the only ones that knew about it. So, there's a good chance that's where he's headed. Just be careful. There's no telling what state of mind he's in right now, or if he trusts any of us at all.
I'm not surprised Maxon sent you. He never liked to do the dirty work himself.
Why didn't you tell me, Dance?
Because I didn't know. Until Quinlan got that list decoded, I thought synths were the enemy. I never expected to hear that I was one of them. If it wasn't for Halen, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. So, what are your orders? Does Maxon even want me alive?
No, but I'm hoping there's a way out.
Don't be ridiculous. Look, I'm not blind to the fact that we're good friends, and this must be very difficult for you. I wish Maxon had sent someone else, but that doesn't change a thing. I'm a synth, which means I need to be destroyed. If you disobey your orders, you're not only betraying Maxon, you're betraying the Brotherhood of Steel and everything it stands for. Synths can't be trusted. Machines were never meant to make their own decisions. They need to be controlled. Technology that's run amok is what brought the entire world to its knees, and humanity to the brink of extinction. I need to be the example, not the exception.
The empathy that you're showing me, it's a human emotion.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I've made my decision. I'm ready to accept the consequences of my true identity. Maxon's ordered you to execute me, and I'll be damned if I'm going to stand in your way.
No. I won't do it, Dance.
I can't believe you'd risk your life just to keep me alive. Why would you do that for me?
You need to face this, Dance. Dying is the coward's way out.
You're right. How could I have been so blind? I can't run away from what I am. To find peace, I need to face the fact that I'm my own worst enemy and live with the consequences. Perhaps now that you've opened my eyes, I can consider my next move.
Whatever you decide to do, I've got your back.
Thank you, my friend. But I have my own path to follow. The only clear choice is for me to leave the Commonwealth. The sooner I make for the border, the sooner I put this behind me. Take my holotags. Use them to prove that your mission was a success, or Maxim will just send someone else to hunt me down. Now, come on. Let's get the hell out of here.
How dare you betray the Brotherhood?
It's not her fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's not a thing. He's one of your best men.
Have you taken leave of your senses? Dance isn't a man. It's a machine. An automaton created by the Institute. It wasn't born from the womb of a loving mother. It was grown within the cold confines of a laboratory. Flesh is flesh. Machine is machine. The two were never meant to intertwine. By attempting to play God, the Institute has taken the sanctity of human life and corrupted it beyond measure.
After all I've done for the Brotherhood, all the blood I've spilled in our name, how can you say that about me?
I see you've made your decision, Knight. How very disappointing.
But there's that!
Faction! Striving to change the monuments over. They were artificially inserted in an attempt to have it blend into society.
After all the sacrifices
Very well.
If I've earned any of your trust or respect while I've served with the Brotherhood, then I'd gladly trade it to keep Dance alive.
You value this machine's life that much. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for. Yet you insist that he remains alive, which leaves me with only a single alternative. Dance is frozen in the sun. You're dead. You were pursued and slain by this Brotherhood Knight, and your remains were incinerated. From this day forward, You are forbidden to set foot on the Pridwin, or speak to anyone from the Brotherhood of Steel. Shoot to kill! It's cold.
Elder Maxon?
How dare you betray the Brotherhood? I'll deal with you in a moment.
Bethesda!
Brotherhood.
It's not her fault. It's mine.
I'll deal with you in a moment. Knight, why has this thing not been destroyed?
He's still alive.
Him! Dance,
Sure.
it wasn't born from the flesh. By attempting...
After all
You're the physical... Look around you, Dance. Look at the scorched earth and the bones that litter the wasteland. Millions, perhaps even billions, died because science outpaced man's restraint. They called it a new frontier and pushing the envelope, completely disregarding... Can't you see this? You're a single bomb.
Dance wants to say...
You're as delusional as you are insubordinate. How can you trust the word of a machine that's had those ethics?
It's true.
Right?
But when I saw my brothers die, and when I heard don't you understand? From the moment I was taken in...
It's too late for that now. The Institute has foolishly chosen to grant... I don't intend. My orders stand.
You convinced me that whatever you decide.
Touching. Either you...
After all the sacrifices I've made,
Very well.
whether he's human or not, Dance saved the lives of...
You're a stubborn woman. So, it appears we've arrived at an impasse. Allowing Dance to live undermines everything the Brotherhood stands for, which leaves me, Dance, as far as you were pursued, and from this day forward, should you choose to, do we...
I do. Thank you for believing in me, Arthur.
Don't mistake my mercy for acceptance. The only reason you're still alive is because of her. I'm returning to the Pridwin Knight. Take some time. Say your goodbyes. And then I expect to see you there. We still have the Institute to deal with.
It took a hell of a lot of guts to stand up to Maxon like that.
At least we know he isn't chasing you anymore. If you stay here, you should be safe.
That's an excellent suggestion. I didn't plan on spending the rest of my days at this old listening post, but it will have to do. Besides, you're still going to need my help, and I'll be damned if I'm going to let you wander the Commonwealth alone. Now, you better get back to the Pridwin. In the meantime, I'll start making this bunker more livable. If you ever need me, I'll be right here.
What about Halen?
I don't think Maxon knew she was involved, so she'll be safe. I'll contact her and let her know what happened here. It's the least I could do.
Are you gonna have a problem killing synths?
I might physically be a synth, but my heart and mind belong to the Brotherhood. The Institute is still a tremendous threat to the Commonwealth. They possess technologies that need to be confiscated or destroyed. I promise you, I won't hesitate to pull the trigger on them.
Can't you come with me now?
You heard what Maxon said. If I'm seen aboard the Pridwin, at the police station, or at the airport, not only would I be killed, I'd undermine his authority. I won't do that. But if you need me to take the fight anywhere else, I'll be there.
Goodbye, Dance.
Farewell. I hope the next time we meet, it will be under happier circumstances.
Reporting as ordered, Elder.
Before we continue, I want to make one thing clear. This conversation will be the last time we speak about Dance. As far as the Brotherhood of Steel is concerned, he's dead. Do you understand?
Of course. The Brotherhood must come first.
Perhaps there's hope for you yet. Of course. Dance's execution creates a missing link in our chain of command. That traitor held quite an important position with us. I'm certain that you'll make a fine replacement. His quarters and all his possessions are now yours, including his personal suit of power armor. Congratulations, Paladin.
I won't disappoint you, Elder.
Had I even a single doubt in my mind, I wouldn't have awarded you the promotion. Just be aware that a Brotherhood Paladin is expected to be a symbol of integrity to our brothers and sisters. I trust you won't disappoint them, or disappoint me. In any event, we still have the Institute to contend with, and a lot of work to do before we can begin our final assault. While the finishing touches are being put onto Liberty Prime, Captain Kells has identified a potential threat to our operations. Report to him immediately for your next assignment. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
I know this may sound like a strange question, but tell me, what do you think about Scribe Halen?
I don't think I know her well enough to give you a military evaluation.
That's a shame. Perhaps you should spend more time working with her then. She's a model soldier. But I wasn't looking for an evaluation of her performance as a scribe. I wanted to know what you thought of Halen as a person.
So, there is a heart beating under all that armor after all.
I suppose I deserve that. I just don't normally find these discussions easy to handle, so I try to avoid them at all costs. The truth is, I'm worried about her. Since you and I are getting along so well, I felt like I could confide in you about it, to get your honest opinion.
I appreciate that you value my opinion so highly. Tell me what's on your mind.
Let me explain everything from the beginning. A few months before you found us, one of my men was shot multiple times by raiders. Halen stayed by that knight's side for 2 days straight, without sleep, fighting to keep him alive. But he was on a slow decline. I decided that his suffering needed to end, and ordered Halen to administer an overdose of painkillers, so he could die with dignity. Even though I'm certain she wanted to continue fighting for that knight's life. She injected him without question.
It sounds like she was simply following your orders.
Of course she was. Halen's never been insubordinate. But the decision whether or not to ease that soldier's suffering isn't the point here. The point is what happened later that same evening. Halen approached me while I was on watch. She didn't say a word, but I could tell something was wrong. After what felt like an eternity, she collapsed into my arms, crying. I didn't know what to do, so I just held her for a while. A few minutes later, she stopped, kissed me on the cheek, and simply said, "Thank you," before heading back into the police station. Right then it hit me. Maybe I pushed her too hard. I ordered her to ignore her instincts, to do something her medical training told her was wrong. That's why I'm worried about her, and for that matter, everyone under my command.
Come on, Dance. What is it you're really worried about here?
I don't know. Look, 4 soldiers. Over half of my team are gone. Each one of them died because of decisions that I made. I understand the risks that come with the job. We all do. But how can anyone have confidence in me anymore? Hell, how can I have confidence in myself?
There are no guarantees in life, Dance. We just do the best we can and press on.
That's sound advice, soldier. Well, it looks like things have taken a turn. I signed up to be your sponsor, so I teach you everything that I know. But it looks like I'm the one that needed the lesson today. All joking aside, I'm pleased that we had this discussion. And with all the problems you're facing, you still took the time to listen. It's comforting to know that I can speak to you as more than just your commanding officer.
I'm here anytime you need me, Dance.
Good. I may take you up on that someday. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders. I think it's been weighing on me more than I realized. I'm only sorry you had to see me at my worst, instead of at my best.
Paladin Dance.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
All my hopes go with you for a successful mission, Paladin Dance.
Sure, Codsworth. Thanks.
Ah, Paladin. Good. Now that the unfortunate matter regarding Dance has been settled, we can return to our primary mission.
No rest for the weary.
We'll rest when the Institute is a smoking ruin. Until then, Elder Maxon and I expect you to be at your best. Now, before we launch our attack on the Institute, we need to address another threat. The Railroad. They're a small but capable group that uses subterfuge and guerrilla tactics to harass their enemies. Our tactical analysis says they could possibly hamper or harm our operations, which is a risk I'm not willing to take. If we strike them now, we should be able to maximize the amount of damage we do to their organization.
Then let's get to it.
Your enthusiasm is appreciated, Paladin. Destroying the Railroad hinges on completely eliminating their leadership. Otherwise, they'll simply regroup somewhere else. To that end, here's a list of the 5 targets we believe would cause a catastrophic failure in their chain of command.
Do they all have to die?
Absolutely. It's the only effective way of ensuring that they're no longer a threat. When you're ready, proceed to the Old North Church and link up with our assault team. They'll provide demolition support and all the firepower you'll need to take the railroad down. Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
Recon report. Knight Wagner recording. It appears the intel claiming the old CIT ruins house an entrance to the Institute was incorrect. My scouts and I spent days combing the location for a way in and turned up nothing, other than a couple of minor casualties. When a contingent of synths boxed us into an old tunnel where we were sniffing around. My immediate recommendation would be to follow the trail back on whoever provided that intel. I suspect some wastelander is feeding Proctor Quinlan lies to earn some caps.
Not...
Wait, what's that? Caught you! Get up! Down! Get up! Keep fire!
Talk away!
Let's do this.
Whoa! You win! It's only a matter of time.
Stand together and we won't fall.
Sam! This cat, think anything good?
Someone help!
Pam.
Ready for programming instructions. Recommend interface type RJ11G. Full system reset accepted. Awaiting instructions.
Pam.
Factory reset mode enabled. Command mode available.
Area secured, Paladin.
The railroad's offering minimal resistance, Paladin.
Bit of fisticuffs! Boss, I was just getting warmed up.
Well, it appears that the railroad won't be a hindrance to our future operations.
I was simply following your orders.
As you should be, Paladin. I'm also pleased you managed to secure Pam, rather than allow it to be destroyed. We are having it brought to the Pridwin, where it will be installed in Proctor Quinlan's office. It's an amazing piece of pre-war technology that should prove to be quite beneficial to us. Speaking of pre-war technology, Proctor Ingram is putting the final touches on Liberty Prime and requires your assistance. Congratulations on another successful mission, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Proctor.
You look like you've been through the ringer, Paladin. Can't say that I blame you. That was a hell of a business with Dance. Can't even imagine having to look him in the face and pull the trigger.
If we're going to defeat the Institute, we can't allow personal feelings to interfere with our mission.
Spoken like a true disciple of Maxon. Anyway, we need to move on to more important things now. Like getting Liberty Prime off of life support. We've been feeding him power through the Pridwin's engines, but there isn't nearly enough juice to cold start his fusion reactor. That's why we need you to find us a beryllium agitator.
Turning out to be quite a grocery list to get that hunk of junk running.
Hey, I was handed a crate full of burned out spare parts with no blueprints, and I still managed to get the big guy put back together. If we find this last piece, I promise you he'll be combat ready in a matter of hours. Quinlan dug up some dirt on a company called Mass Fusion. They were a power utility company before the world went belly up. The CEO was some kind of an inventor. Dreamed up all sorts of nuclear power toys. The agitator was his crown jewel. Records show he was working on it in his lab at the top of their high-rise in the financial district. That's where we're headed. Hope you don't mind a little company, because I'm coming with you.
Never hurts to have an extra hand, Mum.
It's your funeral.
Well, with a big bad soldier like you watching my back, that's not gonna happen now, is it? Kells has a vertibird on standby, waiting to drop us off on the roof of the Mass Fusion Tower. Grab whatever gear you need and meet me on the flight deck. But don't take too long. If the Institute finds out the agitator's there, they'll do everything they can to keep it out of our hands.
Your thoughts?
All the railroad did was seek to help those who wanted their own freedom, their own life. Is that such a terrible thing?
Your thoughts?
Ariel Papyrus and Comic Sans walk into a bar and the bartender says, "Hey, we don't serve your type in here."
That was all I had.
All right then.
Roger that, Scabbard. We have clearance for release. You might want to hang on, sir. The drop can be a little rough.
Never could get used to flying in these things.
Hostile targets sighted on the roof, sir. Prepare to engage.
Damn synths are crawling all over the place. Thin them out before we drop.
I'll get us above the roof so you can bail out. We're in position. Go! Go! See you on the roof, Paladin.
For the Brotherhood!
Upper limb actuator destruction of fellow synth verified. Sustaining damage.
Termination is inevitable.
Commencing termination of organic life form.
See the agitator anywhere. Let's check out that terminal
Gone.
over there.
Critical failure.
Calm down, Noel. You knew that this was coming. I don't understand why you're acting this way.
Don't tell me to calm down, Carl. When we started designing the beryllium agitator, you said it would be for the benefit of mankind. Instead, I find out that you have been planning on turning it over to the military all along. You lied to me.
Don't give me that high and mighty attitude. Have you picked up a newspaper lately? There's a war going on out there, Doctor. And if our side's going to win, it needs all the help it can get.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Since when did science start taking sides? What did they promise you, Carl? Money? Political favors? A goddamn medal?
That's enough. Like it or not, when the testing cycle is completed, I'm crating up the agitator and sending it off to Washington. Now, you have two choices. Either you can get back to work, or you can get the hell out of my building.
Is someone present?
Ambush! Open fire!
Zone
Attacking.
detected.
Come out and face us! Scally, what talks away!
Hello.
Smell.
It's off. I was just getting warmed up.
I swore I heard
Nothing like a little dust. Nice try. Peekaboo!
Target reacquired!
Please stand still. The charge.
Movement detected. Curious. Detected. An enemy. You may be utilizing stun. Really helped interesting. It would appear my target has
You are. I
disappeared.
know you are out there. Whoever or whatever you are. I know you are out there.
Okay, pop that out. And that's that then. Sensors indicate the presence of radiation.
We could always drop through here. Might not be as cushy as an elevator ride, but at least we'll be headed in the right direction.
Nice. That ought to do it.
There, that's done it. Power's back online.
Style sensor reading detected.
Hold it.
Target located!
If possible.
Under attack.
I can do this all day.
Attacking human.
Something's out.
Target hit. It's sustained. Assessing damage.
I'm supposed to be impressed. I have a buzzsaw with your name on it.
Engaging hostiles!
Target.
Well, that about takes care of that.
There it is. Mass fusion's reactor. Don't make them like that anymore.
200 years and still running. Quite impressive.
Sweet.
Powering up. Protectron on duty.
That's it.
Nothing like the warm glow of a fusion reactor. Wouldn't you agree, Mom?
Radiation levels are dangerously high in there. Let me know if you need any radiation protection. I'll communicate with you through their intercom system while I monitor everything from out here.
Miss Catherine, if you have any Rad-X, now would be the time to use it.
I'm in.
Powering up. Protectron.
Now cycling airlock. Please wait. Initiating decontamination sequence. Contamination complete. You may proceed.
The beryllium agitator should be in a port at the top of the reactor. You got it? Good. Get out of the reactor chamber, and let's bring the agitator back to the airport.
Please wait. Decontamination complete.
The Institute must have sent reinforcements. I'll help hold them off. Just make sure you get the agitator out of here.
I'm in! I can't see!
Contact detected.
I'll take it down! I'm hit!
Take us down! Back up!
By order of the Institute, you must be
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed. Unidentified intruders not detected any beginning escape attempts. Shutting down. Law-abiding citizens area. Hit sustained.
Another victory for the Brotherhood. Under attack.
Excellent. Find this level of darkness entirely unnecessary.
I was able to keep the Institute from getting their hands on the beryllium agitator.
Glad to see you're still in one piece.
What ended up happening at mass fusion?
Thanks to your help, our forces managed to take the building with very little resistance from the synths. We've posted a garrison there, and they'll keep the place under guard for the time being. Anyway, we shouldn't stand around here talking. We've got a lot of work to do. Well, this is it. The moment of truth. We've pre-programmed Liberty Prime's battle coordinates into his navigational processor. As soon as he's under his own power, he'll head straight for the Institute. Elder Maxon wants you to follow, and make sure he arrives at the CIT in one piece. I've checked every wire and every bolt on the big guy. All we need to do is plug in the agitator, start Prime's reactor, and cross our fingers.
Did you, fill up his tank and check the tire pressure too?
You're a real comedian. Anyone ever tell you that? Look, I discussed it with Elder Maxon, and we think you should be the one who has the honor of starting Liberty Prime. Just plug the beryllium agitator into his reactor port, then head back down here and press the transfer button. Good luck, Paladin. Ad Victoriam.
Your thoughts?
Liberty Prime is a true testament to mankind's abilities. Let's just hope she's enough to get us inside the Institute.
Damn. I wish I could be there when you march Liberty Prime right up to the Institute's front door.
Fusion core reinitialized. Liberty Prime, full system analysis. All systems nominal. Weapons hot. Mission: the destruction of any and all Chinese communists. Probability of Chinese victory: impossible.
Victoria!
Proceeding to target coordinates. Freedom is the sovereign right of every American. Democracy is non-negotiable. Democracy will never be defeated. Alaska's liberation is imminent. Communist target acquired.
Picking up hostile light signs.
Accessing dictionary database. Entry: communism. A form of government in which the state controls everything and people are denied freedom. Obstruction detected. Overland travel to target. Compromised. Probability of mission hindrance: 32%. Revised stratagem initiated. Aquatic transit protocol activated. Probability of mission hindrance: 0%. Democracy is truth. Communism is death. Anchorage will be liberated. Site recognized. Patriotism subroutines engaged. Honoring the fallen is the duty of every red-blooded American. Democracy will never be defeated.
Target down.
German Chang will fall. China will fall.
Weapons cold.
Destroy all communists!
Head inside, Paladin.
Embrace democracy.
Elder.
The mission is proceeding as planned, Paladin. Well done. Our next target is the reactor. If anything tries to slow us down, I'm ordering you to destroy it. Man or machine. Once we reach our target, you'll need this. It's a fusion pulse charge. Attach it to the reactor, and it can be detonated remotely from a safe distance. It will be more than enough to annihilate the Institute in its entirety. Ingram, you're to remain here and teleport us out when the job is done. Get that thing working.
Elder Maxon?
Let's get this done, Paladin.
Paladin Brandis, reporting for duty. Let's keep moving.
This is the Institute? I'm disappointed. I expected more from them.
Movement detected. Curious.
Something.
Back up! Damn it!
No time for rest. No pillow for my head. Somewhere to run from this. No way to forget. Around the shadows creep. Like friends they cover me. Just wanna lay me down. Finally try to get some sleep. We carry on through the storm. Tired soldiers in this war. Remember what we're
Standing down.
fighting for. Meet me on the battlefield. Even on the darkest night. I will be your sword and shield. Your camouflage and you will be mine. Echoes of the shots ring out. We may be the first to fall. Everything can stay the same, or we could change it all. Meet me on the battlefield. We're standing face to face with our own human race. We commit the sins again, and our sons and daughters pay. Our tainted history is playing on repeat, but we could change it if we stand up strong and take the lead. When I was young
I didn't expect to see you again. Come to see the reactor, have you? We got it working without you.
I'm sorry it's come to this, Sean.
You're sorry. You can't be that sorry if you're here going through with it. It's not enough that I lay here dying. Now you plan on what? Destroying everything? Tell me then. Under what righteous pretense have you justified this atrocity?
It's for the greater good. The Commonwealth deserves to determine its own fate.
Spare me. You've spent time up there. You know as well as I that it's doomed. Well, none of it matters now, I suppose. You'll accomplish your task and ruin humanity's best hope for the future. The only question left then is why you're standing here. Is it regret? Or did you just come to gloat?
Sean, I hoped there was something more I could do. I wanted to save you.
This isn't some fairy tale, Mother. There's no saving me. I'm dying. And you're going to destroy everything I've ever loved. You're going to have to live with that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to be alone for my last few moments. Go. Do what you must. But I hope someday you'll realize what will be lost here.
Yes.
Well done, Paladin. Looks like a path should be clear to the reactor. And I am happy to report that reinforcements have arrived.
Sean?
Just get out. There's nothing more to say.
Are you in any pain?
Yes, of course. But that will end soon enough, won't it? All thanks to you.
Your thoughts?
Chemically speaking, alcohol is a solution.
Your thoughts?
I was just reminiscing on the time when Sir made that holotape for you, Mum. I don't think you two were ever happier than those last few months you spent together with young Sean.
That was all I had.
All right, then.
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Area secure.
Someone help! That help takes care of that.
Paladin. I think it's time to leave this place to its fate. Proctor Ingram, do you copy? Our mission is complete. I need you to transport us out of here immediately. Our work here is done. Proctor Ingram, it's time to teleport us out.
Sorry, Elder, I would, but... well, this child showed up.
Please, Mom, don't leave me here. I want to go with you.
You're not going anywhere with me. You're not my son.
But you can't just leave me here. I don't want to die. Please, just think about it for a second.
You're not Sean. You're not Sean. You're a robot made to think you're real.
You're just gonna leave me here? I can't believe it. I hate you.
All right, Ingram. Fire it up.
Hang on. You're telling me you leave that kid here to die? He's your son.
He's a synth, Ingram. He's not really my son.
Are you kidding me? The Institute made synths that look like children? I don't even know what to say. Except that they deserve what's coming to them. You're clear to go then. Ready?
Absolutely. Let's get out of here.
You got it, Paladin. I'm sending you to the detonation site. I'll set the relay to send the last of us to the Pridwin and make sure everyone is out. When that reactor goes up, this place will be nothing but a smoking crater full of rubble. Should be quite a sight. Looks like your work here is done, Paladin.
Please, Mom, don't leave me.
Proctor Ingram has assured me that we'll be outside the blast radius. Press that button, and you not only defeat our enemy, you restore order and decency to the Commonwealth. It's time, Paladin. The Institute and their synth abominations must be eradicated.
Your thoughts?
Just the Commonwealth these days, Mum. Never in my existence did I imagine we'd find ourselves in such a state. Nuclear war, the hubby gone, the fate of young Sean. How many lives were lost due to the war? It's tragic, Mom. It truly is.
Sir.
You've done an exemplary job here, Paladin. Without your unwavering loyalty to our cause, this victory would never have been possible.
I did it for the people of the Commonwealth.
You truly have become one of us, sister. The Institute has been wiped clean from the face of our world. It's time we close this chapter on the Commonwealth and begin one anew.
What do you mean, Elder?
It means we still have a long road ahead if we're to ensure the safety of the Commonwealth and her people. But this is neither the time nor the place to discuss it. Return to the Pridwin, and we'll decide what needs to be done.
So it ends as it began. Fitting, I suppose. If only the Institute was interested in helping improve the Commonwealth. Why none of these powerful groups want to help the actual people of the world we live in is beyond me.
How do you feel about our relationship?
Couldn't be better, Mum. Taking down the villains of the Commonwealth, helping the less fortunate. Why, it's really been quite the adventure.
Paladin, I'm pleased you've returned. Captain Kells and I wanted to speak with you. Captain Kells.
As I expect Elder Maxon has already explained, the destruction of the Institute is simply the first stage of our operations in the Commonwealth. There are still super mutants and ferals to be dealt with, as well as any remaining synths that escaped the blast. It's our hope that you will continue serving with the Brotherhood and assist us with eradicating these threats.
Well, I'm not gonna quit now.
Indeed. I expected no less from you, Paladin.
In light of your service, Captain Kells and I both feel you deserve unique recognition for your contributions, both past and future. It's with great pleasure and the utmost respect that you are hereby granted the title of Sentinel. This is the highest honor a Brotherhood soldier can achieve, but we both felt strongly that it was well-deserved.
In addition, we'd like to present you with this jetpack modification for your power armor. The Brotherhood has few of these devices in its possession, but we feel you've earned the right to utilize one of them. Congratulations, Sentinel. It's an honor to be serving with you.
Would I be the only Sentinel in the Brotherhood?
In our division? Yes. There hasn't been a Sentinel serving under me for many years now. It's a position that commands a great deal of honor and respect, so I do not award it lightly.
Thank you both. I'm really quite honored.
The honor is ours. So, Sentinel, for the first time since we've met, I have no orders for you. From this moment forward, you will decide which missions you undertake and how you will guide us. Captain Kells and the personnel at the Cambridge police station still possess numerous operations for you to undertake. Where you go from here is up to you. Ad Victoriam, Sentinel.
Huh? Crop's been growing pretty good lately.
Paladin.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
That depends. How are you feeling?
I'm locked and loaded and ready to take on the enemy. When you're ready to go, I'm right behind you.
Bethesda!
Excuse me, Paladin Dance.
So, it appears the Commonwealth is about to enter a new era of peace thanks to you.
I didn't do this for the Commonwealth, Dance. This was personal.
It doesn't matter. What you've done will be felt for years to come. It's destined to become a part of history. A tale of a lone soldier who made this land a better place. A place where people no longer have to live in fear, but instead live in peace. And whether you did this for your own sake or for the sake of the Brotherhood, the end result is the same. The Commonwealth is safe because you chose to take a leap of faith and make a difference.
How long do you think the peace will last?
As long as the Prydwen is still here, and you remain by Maxon's side, I'd say the Commonwealth will endure for quite a long time. Anyway, I've said what I needed to say, so I won't keep you any longer. I suppose it's time you ventured out into this new world you've created. And if you'll still have me by your side, I'd be honored to accompany you. Ad Victoriam, Sentinel.
Heads up. Head over there.
Affirmative.